before we leave, Shirk is going to carve one of the tusks from the frost leader, frost giant leader. No, as a trophy.
I mean, we should probably
Alright.
send them all through the teleport circle, then just fuck it up ourselves, and then just walk back.
I mean, 2 days walking, we did that last session.
I mean,
Walk.
I think it might be even shorter, but I will have to like do calculations. But yeah, 2 days sounds around right. Maybe even shorter because you have like fucking banner of swiftness. Yeah, if you want to, because they have assumed that they will have to walk.
Yeah, we'll let them teleport.
Ah, is the circle still working then?
Is it?
No,
I
we came
gotta
here through it,
check.
but
Do.
let's go see.
To be fair, you did feel slight shift. Yeah, you can make. I think this would also fall under spellcraft check, or no?
It would. Knowledge Arcana, kind of, but
Yeah, I was also
we can
thinking
do more
about that.
spellcraft.
But I think it's and or if you want.
There is a bit of overlap.
Man,
Best way to think about it is
man, Zillow with fucking big brain.
Hell.
spellcraft is more the practical side, and Knowledge Arcana is more the theoretical side. That's the best way.
I feel like Scylla is like, it's broken. How do you know? I broke it.
I can fix it.
It's like gives a very detailed account of how it was destroyed. Man, how did you know that?
Power
I remember what I did 5 minutes ago.
I have the power.
This is a natural 20 gaming for Zillow.
Yeah. Yeah, essentially
I mean,
you're able. Go
Just
ahead.
play this with coin flips. Heads is a 20, tails is a 1.
And Donut's not here, Zach, so you can't rig your coin flips.
But yeah, you're able to figure out that there was they would have stepped through, but there was a chance of missed teleport, like they would have ended up. That somewhere would have fucked up with the transition, because the place sustained damage, and there is, as the ritual is progressing, the amount of ambient energy is increasing as the world is shifting, as you have seen. There was a chance of a fuck up, but with your unlimited brain power and magical knowledge, or magically adjacent knowledge, yeah, you are able to not repurpose, but essentially more or less repair and reinforce the circle to ensure that at the very least this group of survivors will be able to safely reach your base.
Ta-da!
Nice.
So yeah, before disappearing, they will thank you once again, and they will step through and reach the destination. Actually, well, you did mention. Yeah, they would probably go to the fortress, I think. Point Aquila is still occupied by you, by the Wanderers, but yeah, like a skeleton crew. Yeah. So now, apart from you guys, the burning husk of monastery and a shit ton of dead bodies, there's nothing else.
Azrak cracks his knuckles and says, "Alright, time to pull up my necromancy." I mean, what?
Where did you get
no.
that?
I've actually been a caster this entire time. Cast Sanamite dead.
Yes.
Oh
No,
no,
I'm kidding.
we're gonna We're gonna have a new mongrel army.
Hey,
Mhm.
undead would be significantly more useful than the mongrels.
True. Not as good as the Mongols, but true.
Mhm.
For clarification, Matt, how much do you know about Curse of Strahd?
I know it's a module for 5th edition, and Strat is like one of the most well-known vampires.
Mm-hmm. So,
Give me a
we
moment.
recruited a bunch of mongrel men, and we basically dragged them all the way across Barovia, and basically let them loose on Strahd's castle to loot the place while we go in
What?
as a distraction.
Yeah. It's been interesting so far, including Zach's
Yeah.
character tossing in a gem, teleporting us to safety 2 days away from Strahd Castle, so we had to run back there.
Oh, so this is what's happening right now on your campaign.
Yes, it's a good
Yeah.
time. Mm,
I mean, considering the name Yakiti Sucks, I was imagining there was like a plenty of shenanigans happening.
yes.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Yeah.
I named it that before the shenanigans started, because I knew they were going to.
Yeah.
I mean, I might as well call you
Well,
Nostradamus.
Meanwhile, I'm the only characters that trying to be a good character.
The only sane man.
Yeah.
Hey, I was trying to be a good character, and then they started, like, killing people we could save.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, well,
It only
fuck
takes
it, I'm
one
just gonna be a
bad
drunk.
day, and he snapped. Mm.
Hey, he was a vampire. He deserved to die.
We had the possibility of saving him.
Yeah, you know that meme with that guy coming back to the back with pizza, and at the room it just sees everything on fire.
That was significantly after I'd given up and just started drinking and burning things. But anyways, back to this campaign. I believe we'd be going to the stronghold now because we should regroup and figure out what the hell we're doing.
Yep, resupply, all that fun stuff.
Make sure we pick up no new members whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Actually figure out why one member will be lost, essentially.
Because he's too powerful. I mean, what?
Mhm.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, in terms of enemies, I believe only the Jarl had some like interesting loot. But I'm pretty sure
Did we kill the
you
did we
already-
kill the demon bit?
Did we
Or
kill what?
was she a vampire? Was that one the vampire?
the the bitch on the dragon. Ah, alright, because only Nero saw her, technically speaking. No, she fucked off. She teleported essentially as soon as. Yeah, the vampire changeling and the succubus has already been defeated, and you turned her soul into like a weapon, upgrade for
I
a
just forgot
weapon.
what it was. Yeah. She's probably still there screaming at me.
Wow. That's messed up, dude.
Trevor, was that the heart that we took?
Heart was from Vrimak, yes.
Ah.
The leader of the Blackhand tribe, the father of Azrak, and a fucking bad dude.
He was bad, not good guy.
But yeah. Essentially, in regards to how the environment looks, just the changes that were happening, they're like slowly but surely intensifying, and you can imagine that, for example, when you see a forest, it is a forest, but there's just enough changes, differences, that it creates like an uncanny valley feeling, and you might start thinking like maybe there's like a bleed from a different plane. Like, for example, some trees might have frozen leaves, essentially like leaves made out of frost or fire, stuff like that. The sky itself looks completely fucking weird. as the stars are different. Sometimes they are not there. Sometimes you have like a polar lights or northern lights equivalent. And yeah, things like that.
Aurora Borealis.
But yeah, as you march, even if there are some weird spectral creatures or some semblance of light crossing your path, it is something that provides you no issues, no problems whatsoever. And you reach the fortress that is in the process of trying to rapidly regroup various defensive mechanisms and restore as much defenses as possible and entrench this place while still trying to hold Point Aquila as also like a base of operations. But yeah, when you arrive, what do? Do you seek anyone out? Do you try to procure some things?
We got to show the monastery students their sleeping quarters and giving them a tour of the place. See if they have any questions.
Oh yeah, so there are some patrols. You see some movement from the allied armies, air quotes, that you have managed to subjugate, and they, from the few scenes that you see, they tend to be rowdy from time to time, but they have been terrified into compliance, essentially, more or less. So yeah, they are being used as a cannon fodder and useful resource for the wanderers.
Please.
Yeah, I think my character's gonna go over and try to have a scorpion tail attached to him.
Oh dear. Nothing suspicious going on here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I even imagine you might have disappeared for like a day or something, as like because you wanted. I would imagine a man of your desire for power wouldn't want just like a simple small scorpion. You would want like to find like the biggest fucking emperor scorpion, or however the biggest scorpions in Pathfinder are called, and you pull a favor or two, or basically ask a very reasonable thing that you need to get stronger for defeating the enemies that still remain to support the guild, and yeah, one of the wanderers just yeets you somewhere in this like desert-like land where you hunt down an emperor scorpion that seems to be juiced up on some very dark twisted energies, as are plenty of other creatures by this point in time. Whatever is still alive is definitely soaking the ambient mana that's suffocating these lands. And yeah, the scorpion, the heart. We talk about this in Paris, so you know where this leads essentially.
Yeah. You know, just come back with just dumping out everything from the bag of holding that I had. You see like random body parts falling out. I can't imagine Cherik's like his eyes wide, like, ooh, shiny.
Indeed. Yes, because I'm a Tengu. We must like shiny things.
Well,
No,
you know,
because you like body parts.
yes, you know, carapace, freaking pincers.
That thing that's been your character trait for a while.
Yes.
Yeah. If you need some pointers, I would be more than happy to lend a hand.
There's only one hand I need.
The gold hand.
So I pretty much dumped them all in front of our fun little crafter friends. Like, I will become stronger, and you will be the one to start the process.
As well.
Yes.
Does anybody mind if I take the belt of physical bite +2?
Go ahead.
Cheers.
Okay, so I'm deleting that. But yeah.
I got a belt of strength +2 if somebody wants to.
Let's see. I figured by the end of this, I was probably going to wind up cannibalizing some items from my character.
Cannibalize what? I'm not sure I heard things right.
I was gonna take like one or two items from my to move between characters.
Sure, that's fair. Yeah, Flavas, you didn't think right, or maybe you're like, I don't need those pesky items, for I will achieve an even greater power. But yeah,
Well, I figured, you know,
go ahead.
he'd be taking off, you know, all his stuff anyway during the operation.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine too.
You know, make him a little bit less intimidating.
Let's see. I would ask the craftsman for a couple of more slaying arrows. So probably not sure what we're going to go up against, but they did mention goblinoids and devilkin.
The word specific was fiendkin, but I imagine, yeah, devil/demon maybe, but yeah, probably devil. Devil, fucking hell, devil.
Now you said the dragon was undead, correct?
Yeah, that's one of the greater summons.
Alright, so I'm gonna grab 5 undead slaying arrows.
Knowing how you built your lore, that's what's its name from World of Warcraft, isn't it? Or Warcraft 3. Sindragosa?
Sindragosa, yes.
Or Sindragosa the second one?
I think Sindragosa was the one who got blasted all the way from the Wilderness of Eternity up to Northrend and died there.
Okay. But basically,
I don't know.
Matt's Eternal Wanderers
Overall.
lore works kind of like the Fate universe, and I think it actually integrated the two at one point, if I recall.
There was like one last session where I basically thrown in several places from different
Yeah.
settings.
So it's technically canon, like it could literally, like, since we're summoning bullshit, like, it could just literally be bullshit from anywhere. Let's summon the Doom guy.
Doom guy.
We're gonna be fighting devils.
He's got a point. Either that or the Animal Crossing character.
Yeah. rip, and tear.
Mhm.
Oh, yes, simple. Essentially, I mean, the way I see it, and this is like a proposition that the change is not instant right after the procedure, but it very quickly you feel the hunger that you had, the drive that you had, is beginning to take more nefarious,
Center stage.
more like savage, darker side of you, and you might be able to hold it, but I imagine like changes like blood in your veins, like the veins turning darker color, maybe eyes changing color too, and probably the first night right after the operation, uh, you get a visitor in your dream. Well, dream or vision? Not too sure. A suave elf-like looking with very light pale skin humanoid with a book at his side made out of like almost living leather, swirling with unfathomable amount of power. And he smiles and he will give you a proposition that maybe in some other situation, if you were sane of mind, you wouldn't take. But well, your mind is already spiraling into some dark place. Essentially, the idea is that you want power. Oh, you can get all the power you want. Just do this one small thing for me.
Yes, I crave power and knowledge.
Oh, this book has plenty of knowledge. Not only magical, just knowledge in general. No matter how twisted or corrupting it may seem, or how others may ban you from learning it, I'm offering all the knowledge it is.
And what is the price that I must pay?
Just allow. You will get your wish, and I will get mine. I just need like one small push towards getting just enough juice in this baby, as mortals say, to really get the ball rolling.
Well, why not? I grow tired of these mortal constraints.
I'm glad we are seeing eye to eye. And hell, and well, you even saw what needs to be done, and I don't even have to explain. I can already say our cooperation will be most fruitful.
Good. Good.
Channeling Palpatine here.
Good.
I had to, because I had what's the my other picture up for the longest time.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. But yeah. Well, Zil had visions about Egg and the Hellfire. Who's to say what happened when he was good and sane?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever actually been fully sane. He's like at that like cusp between genius and madness.
Well, it does seem like he's gone a bit too far. Well,
Take a step.
what horrors do the
on
rest of the
edge.
party awake to as Syllable goes bad?
I figured
It's,
you guys be woken up by like a loud blood screeching squeal with the sounds of burning and carnage going on.
I mean, if that's your thing, I mean, I would have imagined that you would be making your outs, and maybe there would have been some tussle on the way out, but
Like a giant hole in the wall or something like that with a bunch of bodies.
Yeah, because I figured he just went straight into a full-on berserker rage and we just get rid of everything that was not in a straight line to where he needed to go.
Alright. So, the pig is out of the gate.
what the fuck was that? What's going on? Are we being attacked?
I think it came from Sill's room.
Yeah, there's
Everybody up.
general confusion as there was no visible enemy movements, and some of them, well, they didn't see what happened with Zill exactly. But yeah, so start searching the area. Zill is nowhere to be seen, and the trail left behind. You don't have to be genius to figure out that it seems like his handiwork. Because I mean, from the way you describe, there's like no subtlety at all. It's just like straight balls to the walls.
Oh yeah, I figured Can you ever see how in RPG games and all, the way they show someone being berserk, they turn red?
Yeah.
I figured I imagine that's what he's looking like right now. It's like his fur and everything just turned red. His eyes are red and bloodshot.
Yeah.
Music goes in the pulse.
Oh yeah. Zil has made his way out, going towards. Right now you do not know, but yeah, he's going towards the Helm tribe to fulfill his end of the bargain. And,
Murder.
as the minutes pass, it will become apparent. Do not know why, but yeah, Zil is missing, and he seems to have definitely murdered some people along the way. Some of them were not eternal, so they are done.
Done so indeed.
Man, I would have thought it would have been you that went crazy for Styxis.
What? What do you mean? Why would I go crazy?
We just
I should specify. Not go crazy. Snap and kill everyone. You already are crazy.
What? Success looks betrayed. Anyway, where do we go now?
I think at some point, actually before that, I need to turn the lights on and question to you, Sinful, or not question and slash proposition. During this entire period of confusion slash figuring out what the fuck is going on and getting your bearings, if you have any ideas, propositions, how your character enters the scene, and if you can, you may want to like brainstorm with the rest of the party, then that's fine. I just like need literally 10-15 seconds to turn the lights on.
Yeah. I figured in the whole commotion, he was probably running around the camp getting like before it all happened, he was probably running around trying to get what he needed to do his master's next experiment.
Ah, yes. We find him just recovering from death in his master's chamber.
Only to watch him go by and just start making destroying the camp for no apparent reason.
Or, as I said, we maybe find him just dead in his chamber, murdered. Maybe.
Not this time.
Not this time, huh?
Not today.
Mm.
Because you gotta think, what kind of person would work for someone as not nice and somewhat insane? Just imagine that he's probably got a few screws loose himself.
Uh-huh. Let's see how just many screws loose he has. As he joins, I presume all of us looking through the hole in the wall and wondering what the hell just happened.
Like, you other green guy. You see Big Pig go by?
No, but yes, and Success waves his hand general direction of the wall with a Zillow-shaped hole in it.
Yes. Master go get new stuff for new experiments. Much fun, much explosions.
Elements?
Wait a minute, you're his assistant, correct?
Oh yes. Who do you think runs experiments for Master?
The master?
You keep taking Master out. So I left to do all work by myself.
Well, the master has been very busy. Also, he has suddenly decided to kill some of our guild members.
No, they just sleeping, right? They very tired.
No?
I can literally see one of them is beheaded. One of them doesn't even have any arms left.
Missing 4
He
pieces.
has a gorilla. He has a gorilla.
Azrak's just kind of in the background, just like propping a body up and putting its limbs and head back on.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of just like looks over the body, looks back to you guys, look back, look at you guys, like, oh no, he was like that earlier. He's fine.
At this point, Jerick would probably head back to get some of the commanders.
Yeah, you hear a voice of Bakmir Greenstalker out in the corner, and then his form striding towards you with purpose and irritation. Next to him, a slightly calmer form of Vorver, the assassin, and Bakmir is like, "Can someone explain to me what the fuck is going on? Why there's like a pig hole shape in the wall? Why there are dead people in the wall?
Honestly,
Has someone actually made a wrong choice and one of our gifted turned insane and betrayed us?
Well, we don't know that yet. There's a lot of dead people.
It seems to be Zillow.
It's like, no, Master only get more experiments.
To the goblin, what did your master say about the experiments?
He don't know tell me anything. I just run them. Master's smart.
Yes. Well, yes, of course. Well, I mean, we should probably go and find him then, and ask why he who did this, not why he did this. Of course. Well, is everyone in the agreement? Yes. He holds up his hand excitedly.
My character just goes over to this graduate, like jumps up and down. Like, yes, we go find Master.
Two excited goblins are kind of like bouncing in a corner, each of them being like, "Yes, somebody else is agreeing with me," and looks at you, the rest of you all excitedly.
Look, we're going to try to bring him back, but if he turns, if he goes to attack us, we will have no choice but to, well, I was gonna say put him down, then I realized he's an immortal, but
There's still ways.
Two things. Does anyone in your party is good with tracking? With survival? Can
With
you like
what?
actually follow him?
but tracking, yes, I can do that.
Okay, I didn't see you recently how you fight, but you remember that he is still gifted. But I imagine you have means of subduing him if needed.
It's
Yes. Now, please tell me that whoever has eventually created this ritual was smart enough to develop a countermeasure.
From what I know, Asmarius has spent millennia perfecting the method, and after the first few betrayals, willing or not, we definitely looked into ways of removing the gift. Not only as a punishment, but some grow tired of immortality, believe it or not.
Huh.
We are at the start of your career, so that's still ahead of your lives, but apparently some say that after several ages or millennia, they don't want to continue. They grow weary of life. But that's neither here nor there. Very well. He eyes your claw for a moment. I trust that you know what you're doing. If you can follow them, then we won't have to scrounge up oracles to figure out, to divine where he might go or what to do. And I'm sorry, but you will have to do this on your own. Everything else is occupied. The situation here might look stable for now, but many of our guild members still need to be out there to counter these summons. But yes, I won't hold you longer. I wish you good luck. Either return his mind to senses or return his body so that we may enact a proper punishment.
right you are.
Yeah, we'll find him. We'll get him back. Thumbs up. Mm-hmm.
Alright, alright, Sixus Azrak with me. As
You, Goblin,
Yes.
you're coming along too.
Oh, Master never let me leave. This will be fun.
All right.
I mean, is it the wise to bring him? We don't even know if he can fight.
I'm sure he knows his master just as well as we do.
Eric, he's a wanderer. He at the very least passed the basic test.
You just see my character's like with a big smile. He just pulls out 2 bombs. It's like, see.
Very well. Right, so in that case, I'm gonna roll a survival check to track down the pig, which isn't very hard.
I consider, he's probably got a
What kind of circumstance bonus does he have to follow Zillow's trail?
This is like just a hole through the jungle, and it's like, man, we gotta take the harder path walks out into the jungle around it. Like, where did the tracks go?
I mean, because of how the world is shifting and there are like various different shenanigans with planes, there are a few moments, if you were not as good with survival as you are, you would have missed actually something, because already by that point in time, even though not much time has passed, there are already like things like the sudden growth of plants was trying to cover the hole, and basically stuff like that. But I would say still you would get like a circumstantial bonus of like, I don't know, +5 cumulative or something along those lines. But yeah, with that result and with that roll, you are able to swiftly and assuredly follow Zillow's tracks, and they only go through the forest for a little while before there's a hole, not through trees, but through a mountain wall, and you find yourselves in the underground cavern slash passageways slash corridors.
Didn't they think we found those dwarves?
Matt.
Nah, that's in a slightly different section. Yeah?
I have dark vision.
You are struck blind by the blinding radiances of all the crystals.
Oh my god, I do also have dark vision.
Yes, everyone has dark vision.
Yes. I think it's almost like a prerequisite.
The question is, does the goblin have dark vision?
Yes.
Yeah, they do.
And I also
go ahead.
And I also have blind sense. In a sense.
Yeah, I only laughed because of there's like a topic thread on Reddit or something on the lines that you start to describe that, oh, you enter a dark room, you don't really see an exact silhouette. DM, I have dark vision. What exactly do I see?
That's a joke.
Oh, you see a basilisk that has a gaze attack. Roll a saving throw. Anyways. Yeah, the background pictures are just to give like a sense of ambience.
I know. I was making that exact joke.
Yeah. That's why I laughed. But yeah, as you basically travel through the tunnels, and there are some signs of life, creatures, not specifically goblins per se, but there are like different vermin or dwellers of the Underdark or subterranean terrains, but they are not in numbers nor in strength to really hinder you. Especially since some of them apparently tried to just minutes before hinder Zillow, and you find several bloody smears across the stone pathways or cavern floors and walls. But yeah, as you travel, you can, if you want to, because I do vaguely recall that Zillow, when I asked, he did share the knowledge about the visions he had. Unless you remember differently, Sinful, but I think you shared it.
Nah, I pretty much shared each one that I had.
Yeah, because he did share the knowledge of the vision. And so if you want to, you may make like a basic intelligence check. Essentially connect the dots, and everyone can make that check.
Alright.
Wow, Azrak picking up the pace with the brain power.
Brain power.
Big brain.
See if my sheet will load. Rip. Success is too busy. Being excited about another goblin.
This is really, really making me want to run Weeby Goblins.
It's time, so.
How serious of a game do you guys want? Everyone's goblins. Wait, what?
I mean, it's like slowly return to goblins, saying that the first fucking idea for this entire party was all goblins.
Yeah, we should.
Well,
We should
almost
have
all
gone.
What
goblins.
about Azrak?
I think Simon was pretty much set on Tengu from the start instead of a goblin.
Yes, that's the reason why I am an orc. Actually, that's the reason why everyone isn't goblins, is because Simon didn't want to be goblins. So we decided to be other things.
Traitor Simon, how dare you not want to be a goblin?
Because I already played the goblin.
I'm kidding.
That's why I want to run a game where you're forced to be goblins. Fuck you.
Yeah, but Simon, how about a second goblin?
How about three goblins in a trench coat?
Mhm.
You know what? I think I'll use one more goblin here.
I've played a game with someone that wasn't three. Mechanically, they were a hobgoblin.
No.
Flavor-wise, they were two goblins in a trench coat, and they were a vigilante.
Yes, my secret
So-
identity. Trench
Was
coat.
them switching places.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
An indistinguishable disguise. That's a good time.
You know, they all look alike.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. So, GM, what did we find following the track of destruction and carnage left behind by the angry pig?
Actually, before that, let me actually say the results. So it dawns slightly later on Cheryuk, and for Zelensix's Azrak mostly spells it out as he quickly connects the dots. Considering everything that happens, you are pretty sure that... but if Zil is going towards the Hellmouth tribe, as in the vision he did saw it, and considering the destruction that is possible to be achieved there, one of the main theories is that he's going there to create a big fuck of chain reaction that has a potential for huge collateral. And well, you cannot know for sure, but you have very, very strong gut feeling, very strong instinct that if Zillow succeeds in whatever he's trying to do, the resulting carnage, the amount of death, it will give just enough fuel to finally allow Gravemoss to achieve his wish
Oh dear.
and push into his actions into the end game.
Zillow, the end boss.
He's not the end boss, but there's a sense of urgency that if Zillow is not stopped, assuming this is what he will try to do,
Kickstarting another apocalypse.
well, Apocalypse just, the wish machine being able to actually kill the Agat.
Well then, we'd better hurry. Charge forward.
Alright, then I am going to drink 2 of my extracts and then before we charge forward.
Potion of reduced version here.
One, you know that you are on
Oh,
rush, so stealth is not really an option, and 2, because Zillow is already rushed there few moment-ish. I will leave the time slightly vague to give it like a definitely a dramatic chance to stop him. The tribe and the entire location will be already on alert and roused to fight against some sort of intruders. And as you will begin to arriving in caverns filled with lava, molten rock, with some ramshackle structures built into the cavern walls or hanging from the ceilings, like this goblin-like architecture. Yeah, you'll notice plenty of movement from not only goblinoids, but also Fiendkin. And I would say, considering the roles that you have, it probably you will figure out that not only devils are present, because apparently, well, Barghests and Hellhounds are devils, not devils. Fucking hell, why am I saying devils? They're not devils, but there will be also demons present. And actually, as you're like charging through the defensive lines and trying to carve your way through, the first map I will put you here through is here. And
Oh, hey,
actually,
Matt.
and
I
actually,
speak Goblin and Inferno.
yes, much shit. They offer like plenty of shit talking and threats of death.
Very good is big.
You're like my pet.
Yeah, I just died when I saw that token. I'm like, fucking hell.
That's a big
try-
bat.
And you use
Yeah.
the duck bat, you use the fern gullet bat.
Exactly. It goes with the theme of my character.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, it does kind of look goofy.
Now, I do have a question though. Since the
Mm-hmm.
bat is technically large, could theoretically 2 goblins actually be able to ride it?
Yeah, we're small.
Yes.
I'm tiny. Mm.
So, in other words, if you want to
Also,
fly,
It's time to fly. Mm-hmm.
I cannot guarantee the landing, but you can fly.
Landing? Question mark. Mm. So yeah.
Something. Some strange guys. About 21 years ago, saying that they didn't need to learn how to land in flight school, and it being reported to the FBI. I mean, what?
Yeah.
What?
Well,
Well,
honestly,
Yeah.
the guys
Hmm?
that crashed the plane into the towers, they pretty much went to school, learned how to fly, and when they were going to go to be taught how to land, they said they didn't need to know.
And the instructor reported them to the FBI.
yeah.
Yeah, I was feeling that
We all know how that turned out.
this was referring 9/11.
Anyway.
I'm just laughing at the incompetency of our government, that's all.
Yeah. For now, the enemies that you see, they are those that we already faced, so you don't need to make new checks, as there are Hellhounds, Barghests, and Hylian Goblins, but should the new types of enemies show up, definitely checks will be needed.
I was like, what are those huge things? Oh, wait, those are troops.
Yeah, I think the name is being shown, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should
It's
see
like, what the
it.
fuck? Oh, those are troops, okay.
Yeah.
Also, could you make Batikoda back so we can stand on top of the token and not disappear as he eats us? Thank you.
I
You
mean,
know what we need to do?
What?
We need to invest in a catapult.
A goblin catapult? Is that
Yes.
your... Should I make a siege wizard for the goblin one-shot? Shoot catapult everyone else in?
Quick, make a Gestalt character, Siege Wizard Barbarian.
actually, I need
You launch
I
yourself
am
at
the
the enemy.
projectile.
to change one thing. So it
Oh.
will be over 2 months since you have crash landed, and I think, considering everything and the crafting that you have wanted to do and stuff, I would say that will be like around day 60.
Wait, what level are we
63.
again?
12.
Level 12.
12. Oh. I have my
Okay.
suspicions. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you
Battle. Actually, make it 64 because it was several hours as we were following the Zillow.
The Zillow, yes.
Alright. Actually,
Or hog hunting.
question. I mean, I'm fine either way. We would still have normally like 1 hour to play, but if you wish to continue and start combat, we may. If you wish to wait and hope that Donut will be here with us and have full party to engage in this combat next week, I'm also fine with that. But it's really up to you.
I am on the fence of calling it and waiting for Donut.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, that's... Yeah.
If you want to, do you have a reason you want to, just so we can murder stuff, or?
I mean, just murder stuff. There's nothing else really to it.
Mm.
So
That's fair.
it's not like a super big reason. It's just, murder. Murder.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we were fighting my character, I'd say yes, wait. But we're fighting, mobs beforehand. I'm
mean-
like on the fence.
It's 50-50
Personally,
in
don't
that
mind
case.
either way. I just do know from experience that this will take longer than an hour anyways.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's up to you, GM. It's split about 50-50, and I don't think the opinions are very like. I don't think anyone's gonna mind much either way.
Mhm.
I'm fine. I'm fine with it going, but it's up to you.
And I'm fine if we play it, I'll play. I just think we should just go ahead and wait. With my side of things.
Yeah, I mean, we could.
Like you said, like
honestly.
none of us have extreme feelings either way.
Just like choice either way,
So let's do like one mechanical thing at the release. Let's do the initiative checks.
Sure.
And probably we'll do.
No, I only got 15.
Motherfucker
15?
got 15 and still rolling not one. Nice.
And, it's a
Look, man, it's fair. It's a fair world out here.
Yeah, to be fair, I shouldn't say because the Mad Bomber has a plus 15 himself or something like that.
It's Goblin Gaming.
And I met Mad Bomber as a hobgoblin, so
I rolled a 7.
nice. But yeah, it also take me a moment to like do the initiatives for these enemies. So
Love how close I am to having the lowest initiative
Yeah.
when I rolled better than everyone else.
Yes. If success roll like 2 more, you would have had the lowest initiative.
So essentially, between sessions, I will be able to.
Yeah, but do group them up though.
Yeah, I'm not rolling for a single one of them. I will be making grouped initiative, essentially the same I was doing with Monastery, but I'll have like an extra week to look things around, maybe figure out maybe if I can like enhance the encounter or not. But
I mean, you don't need to do that much. Just throw a bunch of them with some of them, like a few of them cool abilities, the rest of them just mooks, and that's a decent encounter right there.
I mean, I think I have a mix of devils and fucking hell. What's with me saying devils?
Devils.
Devils and
Demons and demons.
And honestly, if things go well, I should have next Monday free. Finally, I'll get like a fucking day off from my work. First time in like since the start of the year. So if possible, I would be down. I would have like definitely more time to play next week.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
Just gonna give you guys a heads up for now. I won't be available to play on the 8th.
The 8th? That's not next week, right?
No, that's the week after. So, because it's Mother's Day and I'm gonna have to go visit my grandmother.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Anyway, in which case, thank you for the session, and I hope you have a good day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bye.
Same to you, and let's hope Donut will be here next week. I mean, if you want, then we will still play, but
Yeah.
at the very least, we'll be able to tell him that, hey, we gave you a chance to come to the fight, man. But yeah, I'll be going. Also, thanks for the session.